What if I told you that everything you've been taught about getting rich is wrong? That the fancy cars, the mansions, and the endless vacations you dream about are slipping through your fingers because of one tiny, almost invisible mistake you're making every single day? It's not about working harder. It's not about some secret investment trick. It's something so simple yet so powerful that it's kept the wealthy wealthy and the poor poor for generations. Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll not only know what that mistake is, but you'll also have the blueprint to completely rewire your life for success and wealth. Inspired by a man who went from a broke farm boy to a millionaire by the age of 31. This is Jim Rohn's roadmap, and it's about to change everything for you. Before we dive in, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It really supports me and helps me keep making great content for you. So, who was this Jim Rohn guy? Imagine a dude from a small farm in Idaho, no college degree, just your average guy. By the time he was 25, he was flat broke, with a family to support and drowning in debt. He saw his life stretching out before him, and it was a future he didn't want. He was stuck. Maybe you feel a little bit like that right now. You're doing all the things that you're supposed to do. You work hard, you try to save, but you just can't seem to get ahead. That was Jim. Until he met a man named Earl Schoaf. This guy was a successful entrepreneur and he took Jim under his wing. What Schoaf taught Jim wasn't some complex business strategy. It was a complete shift in thinking. It was about personal philosophy. And this is the first and maybe the most important lesson from Jim Rohn. For things to change, you have to change. For things to get better, you have to get better. Think about that for a second. We're always waiting for the economy to get better, for our boss to give us a raise, for some lucky break to fall out of the sky. Jim said that's a fool's game. It's like trying to change the direction of the wind. You can't, but you can adjust your sails. And your sails? That's your personal philosophy. It's how you think. It's the set of beliefs that guide your every decision. Your personal philosophy is made up of everything you've learned, the experiences you've had, and the conclusions you've drawn. The problem is, for most of us, our philosophy is a jumbled mess we've picked up by accident. We get a little from our parents, a little from our teachers, a little from the news, and we stitch it all together. But we never consciously design it. Jim taught that you have to be the architect of your own philosophy. You have to actively seek out ideas and information that will make you better. The 5-step formula for a new life. So, how do you do that? How do you actually change your thinking? Jim Rohn laid out a simple yet profound 5-step plan. This isn't some get-rich-quick nonsense. This is the real work. First, the law of averages. This is a big one. Jim famously said, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." Take a look at your 5 closest friends or associates. What's their income? What's their ambition level? What's their health like? Chances are you're right there in the middle. This isn't about ditching your old friends, but it is about being intentional. If you want to be successful, you need to be around successful people. If you want to be wealthy, you need to learn from wealthy people. Their conversations are different, their habits are different, their mindset is different, and it will rub off on you. Find a mentor, join a group of people who are playing the game at a higher level than you are. It might be uncomfortable at first, but your growth depends on it. Second, feed your mind. Just like your body needs good food, your mind needs good information. Jim asked, what have you read in the last 90 days that could change your life? Most people can't answer that question. They spend hours scrolling through social media or watching pointless TV shows, but they don't dedicate even 30 minutes a day to reading something that will expand their mind. Your income will rarely exceed your personal development. If you want to earn more, you have to learn more. Read books on finance, on leadership, on communication, on your own industry. Listen to podcasts. Watch videos like this one. Turn your car into a mobile classroom. Every single day, you should be planting new seeds of knowledge in your mind. And speaking of planting seeds for your future, let's talk about something that can help you cultivate your financial garden, BitGet Wallet. Just like Jim Rohn encourages us to simplify and focus, BitGet Wallet embodies that same spirit for your crypto journey. With over 80 million users, it's designed to make managing your crypto as simple and secure as possible. BitGet Wallet offers everything you need in one place, from swapping assets across many blockchains to exploring new opportunities and even making payments. One of the most exciting ways BitGet Wallet helps you discover opportunities is through FOMO Thursdays. It's a fair weekly event where you can stake just $10 for a chance to win up to 888 USDT in new tokens. With strong anti-bot measures in place, every participant has a real shot at winning, bringing back the fun and real rewards to the community. This means you can confidently navigate the digital landscape and build wealth, with exciting chances to boost your earnings along the way. Need more details? Check the link in the video description. Let's move on to the next step. Third, the power of goals. This might sound cliche, but stick with me. Jim's approach to goals was different. He didn't just talk about writing them down, he talked about the purpose of a goal. He said, the reason for setting a goal is not to achieve it. The reason for setting a goal is for what it makes of you to achieve it. The person you have to become to earn $1 million is far more valuable than the $1 million itself. The discipline, the courage, the skills, the resilience, that's the real prize. So how do you set goals the Jim Rohn way? You get a journal and you write them down, all of them. The small ones like cleaning the garage, and the big, hairy, audacious ones like starting your own business or traveling the world. Don't censor yourself. What would you do if you had unlimited money and time? Write it all down. Then, for each goal, write down why you want it. The why is the fuel that will keep you going when things get tough. And then start breaking them down. What can you do today to move one step closer to one of your goals? It's not about a giant leap. It's about 1,000 small steps. Fourth, the 4 seasons of life. This is a powerful metaphor. Jim taught that life, just like the seasons, has its cycles. There will be winters, there will be times of difficulty, of disappointment, of loss. You can't avoid winter. The economy might tank, you might lose your job, a relationship might end. These are the winters of life. But here's the key. What do you do in the winter? You get stronger, you get wiser, you work on yourself. You read the books, you build the skills, you don't sit around complaining about the snow. You prepare for the spring. Because spring always comes. Spring is the season of opportunity. It's when you take what you learned in the winter and you plant the seeds. You start the new business, you apply for the new job, you go out and meet new people. Then comes summer. Summer is the season for nourishing and protecting your seeds. You have to work hard to keep the weeds out. You have to be patient. You have to protect your new ventures from negativity and setbacks. And if you do the work in the spring and the summer, you will eventually reach autumn. Autumn is the harvest. It's when you reap the rewards of your efforts. This is when the success and the wealth start to flow. But here's what most people do. They play all spring, they goof off all summer, and then in the autumn, they wonder why they have nothing to harvest. And the winter comes and they have nothing to fall back on. You have to understand the seasons and act accordingly. And fifth, the philosophy of the ant. This is a simple but brilliant lesson in discipline and foresight. What do ants do all summer? They gather food for the winter. They think winter all summer. They're not naive. They know that the good times won't last forever, so they prepare. And what do they do in the winter? They think summer. They know the winter won't last forever either. They remain optimistic. They stay together. They plan for the spring. And finally, how much will an ant gather during the summer? As much as it possibly can. It doesn't have a quota. It just keeps working, keeps gathering, keeps preparing. This is a powerful mindset for your finances and your life. Save and invest during your productive years. Don't spend everything you make. Think about the future. Be prepared for the inevitable winters, but always remain optimistic about the coming spring. Now we get to the heart of it all, the part that separates the truly wealthy from everyone else. Jim Rohn taught that wealth creation has 2 parts, and most people only ever focus on one. The first part is the obvious one, the mechanics. This is the stuff you hear about all the time. It's about learning how to invest, how to manage your money, how to start a business. It's the 70-30 rule. Jim's mentor, Earl Schuff, gave him this simple formula. After you pay your taxes, learn to live on 70% of your take-home pay. That's for your necessities and your luxuries. Now, what do you do with the other 30%? You divide it into 3 parts. 10% goes to charity. This might seem counterintuitive when you're trying to build wealth. Why would you give money away? Jim said this was about the law of sowing and reaping. It keeps you from being greedy. It creates a flow. When you give, you're telling the universe that you have more than enough, and it opens the door for more to come to you. 10% goes to active capital. This is the money you use to create more money. This is for buying and selling. It could be starting a small side business, buying products to resell, or investing in a course that will give you a new high-income skill. This is your seed money. Your goal is to turn this 10% into a fortune. And the final 10% goes to passive capital. This is your long-term investment money. This is the money you put away and you don't touch. This goes into things like stocks, real estate, or other assets that will grow over time without your active involvement. This is the money that will eventually buy you your freedom. The 70-30 formula is a powerful mechanical plan. It's simple, it's effective, and anyone can start doing it, even with a small amount of money. But here's the climax, the key moment, the thing that almost everyone misses. The mechanics are only half the battle. The other more important part is the art of wealth. And the art of wealth is all about your personal philosophy. It's about becoming the kind of person who deserves to be wealthy. You can have the best financial plan in the world, but if your mindset is one of scarcity and fear, you'll never follow through. If you don't believe you're worthy of wealth, you'll find a way to sabotage yourself. If you're not disciplined, you'll spend the money instead of investing it. If you're not patient, you'll give up when you don't see immediate results. This is why Jim Rohn's first lesson is the most important. For things to change, you have to change. You have to work harder on yourself than you do on your job. Your business will only grow to the extent that you do. Your income will only grow to the extent that you do. Your wealth will only grow to the extent that you do. The real secret to wealth isn't a secret at all. It's about building a character of value. It's about developing the virtues of discipline, of courage, of honesty, of generosity, of wisdom. When you become a more valuable person, the marketplace will pay you more. It has to. It's a natural law. Think about it. Who gets paid the most? The people who bring the most value to the marketplace. A skilled surgeon who can save lives brings immense value. A brilliant entrepreneur who creates a product that solves a massive problem brings immense value. A great teacher who inspires hundreds of students brings immense value. So the question you should be asking yourself every single day is not, how can I make more money? The question is, how can I become more valuable? How can I learn more skills? How can I improve my communication? How can I become a better leader? How can I serve more people? When you focus on that, the money becomes a byproduct. It's a natural consequence of who you have become. This is the art of wealth. It's a beautiful, lifelong pursuit of becoming the best possible version of yourself. The man from that small Idaho farm, Jim Rohn, proved it. He didn't have any special advantages. He just had a better philosophy. And that philosophy is now yours to use. The question is, what will you do with it? Your new life can start today, right now, with one simple decision. The decision to change. The decision to get better. Don't wait for things to change for you. You go and change them. In essence, stop chasing the money and start chasing a better version of yourself. The wealth will follow. This is the Money Channel. You will get richer.